Scheffler, man, that's where every conversation starts with golf. It's unreal. It does remind you of Tiger, like these numbers that are getting posted, and then even after he will have, I don't know, a start where he isn't vintage Scottie. Let's say he's 5 shots back. Like the live numbers don't really move all that much because the books know that they are just looking for any opportunity to find Scheffler value, and it's kind of like this battle where the books don't really want to give it up.
The algorithm just over adjusts and over adjusts and over adjusts. And we saw it the other way this past weekend because Scottie was the first round leader, right? Wasn't he either first or second? He was like 7 or 8 under.
Or was he tied? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, you're right. He was 8 under, and it was Austin Eckroat, maybe. Does that sound right? So those guys were both at the top. And then you saw it the other way. So after he takes, an early lead, he was minus 110. We're on the show Friday. Scottie Scheffler's minus 110, which then creates even more value on everybody else. Because if Scheffler's minus 110, now the guys that were 12-1 are 16-1, and the guys that were 20-1 are 25-1, and the guys that were 30-1 are 40-1. All because Scottie had a 64 in the first round. So anybody that was betting Tommy Fleetwood or Keegan Bradley after the first 18 holes probably got a better number than they did before the whole tournament started, which is another fascinating angle on Scottie Scheffler's dominance. But if you look at the 9 tournaments he's played in last, so I'm going to start with the Houston Open on March 30th and go through the Travelers. Here are his finishes in the last 9 events. T2, 4, T8, 1, 1, T4, 1, T7, T6. And you're now seeing these top 10 prices minus 330, minus 350. That's where we're at. It used to be top 10 on Scheffler. If you go back a year or two, you could bet Scottie top 10 at minus 130, minus 150. Now it's $2 higher. The top 10 prices became the top 5 prices. Now he's minus 110 to be top 5, minus 130 to be top 5. I know people will say, oh, he didn't win. He choked. He finished 4th or 8th. 2, 4, 8, 1, 1, 4, 1, 7, 6. There's nobody better on the planet right now, and there's nobody more consistent.
Is it worth just kind of laddering him every week? Just do top 5, top 10 every week? Or is the price
top 10 is you're laying the 350, and eventually he's going to finish 18th or whatever. Jeff Seeley, who has been on Chicken Dinner a lot, and he does a lot of stuff in the golf space, he was doing this last year when Scheffler was still minus 120, minus 130. He was parlaying Scheffler top 10 with the Thunder to win the title or the Yankees to win the World Series. So that's what he was doing. Yeah, you just kind of hook Scottie top 10 at a major with whatever you'd like. And then you turn that minus 110 into a parlay with something at 10-1 and the odds go crazy. But here we go through the Masters, 4th, the PGA, he won it. And the US Open, he's top 7. I don't want to say he's an auto bet to be top 10 at a major, but it's about as close as it gets. The issue is that everybody knows that now. So you're not getting the minus 110 anymore. Now you got to lay minus 300 on him to be top 10.
Well, yeah, I mean, you go to the Open Championship, like BetMGM has the best number out there at 5-1 that I see. And then you also have books that are plus 325. What do you think he is for top 5 at that plus 325 book to win it? Like, that price is insane. Like, they're just saying, we don't want Scheffler money. We don't want to deal with it. Or you're going to bet him anyways. So we're going to offer you a garbage number because it doesn't really matter.
I didn't look, but I'm just trying to remember what he was at the U.S. Open. He was about 450 to win. So he was minus 330 to be top 10. U.S. top 5 or top 10?
Well, I was saying top 5 because of how ridiculous these numbers are. Yeah, like
So
you said, you can't really go top 10.
my guess would be if he's 3.25 or 350 to win, he'd have to be minus 200. Oh, top 5, not top 10. Sorry. Minus 180.
Yeah. That's ridiculous.
Is
I'm
that what
not
it is?
interested in doing that. No, I don't even see it posted. I didn't look.
Oh, okay. That'd be my
I
guess,
just
though,
saw
because if
the
he's minus
outright numbers.
350, well, somebody's got to
Yeah.
have that up, I would think.
Yeah.
Oh no, they don't. No, just the outrights. But that's where you're at. If you're a bookmaker, why would you want to write anything? There's no point in giving him away. You just make it
Yep.
expensive and hope that people are now laying $1.80 to go top 5 and minus 350 top 10, and you pray that he misses the cut or finishes 20th or whatever. But
Yep.
that guy is as dialed in as it gets. And I think a lot of people look at the results and only see 3 wins and go, oh, he doesn't have it anymore, or he doesn't this, or oh, he hasn't won in 3 weeks. Unbelievable tear from March 30th on. Unreal.
Yeah. Truly is. Truly is. Do you like it when there's one guy that's so much better than everybody else and you're going against that guy? Or did you like it more, like, let's go back a few years ago before he started this crazy run, the long period of time without Tiger, where it could be anybody any week. Like, there are things that are good for the sport. I feel dominance, all-time greats are really good for the sport, but it gives some challenges with betting. But I guess you could also make the argument that it also invites value too. So there will be people on that side of it as well.
I think the potential that the books have added with these non-Scheffler markets or the non-Scheffler and Rory markets makes it interesting, because now you can just key them out and you don't have to deal with them. And you can find a guy in that 40 to 1 range to win outright, but then you do the without Scottie market and he goes from 40 to 33. So it's not a precipitous drop. You'll take 33. I know you will, to not have to deal. You'll pay that $7 and not deal with Scottie the Psycho. I think that's another way to entice more action. And you're going to see more and more of that if he continues this run.